let everyone know I'm being recorded. Sir, you're being recorded.
I haven't had that in a while. Thank you very much. Riverside doesn't tell us that. They just have their terms and conditions or whatever. So I appreciate you letting me know.
No problem. Let us know if you hear the change in audio quality. I'm not sure if you will. We'll see. What do you think, sir? Will there be a difference or will there not?
I'm going to say yes, because I can hear a difference already. So
You can?
It feels more muffled in Skype than it does in Riverside.
It's clear in Riverside.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. I also need to learn how to do the volume thing. We'll see. All right. Well, welcome back, guys, to another episode of Talkmen Tuesday. We're having some technical difficulties, so if it's worse audio quality, it's because we're back on Skype.
Yeah.
A tiny bit.
It's all my fault. For some reason, my microphone was not wanting to get picked up in Riverside, but we've come over to Skype, and it's like, oh, yeah, your microphone's plugged in. Perfect. Like, so I don't know what's happening.
We'll just blame Riverside.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to try this intro right now, and hopefully it picks it up. We'll see. With that being said,
roll it.
Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah. Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah.
welcome back, guys. We're back at it again. Talkmen Tuesday. Angel Corrado, Sori Izo, two guys, mid-20s, no, upper 20s.
Don't say that, mid-20s.
Sori's in mid-20s. I think, 28. 28 is late 20s, right?
Oh, yeah, you're old.
Yeah, I'm old. Two guys who don't know anything about culture, talking about culture.
Mm-hmm. Some call us uncultured, so it is what it is.
Uncultured swine. I've been called
Whoa.
that before.
Well, that just took it to a whole nother, very low level.
You know what I've thought about doing, though, recently?
Hmm.
Getting into the most popular show, I want to say in the past few years. No. How would you rank The Office?
Oh, it's my favorite show of all time. I love The Office. The Office is my favorite, like, real person show, like that has like real life actors. The Simpsons is my favorite animated show. So
Simpsons was so nice. They gave me chills. Thinking about Simpsons.
I am actually thinking about getting a Simpsons tattoo. I know what I want, but I don't know where I want it.
What the story want?
So it's like I'm into like the minimalistic tattoos, so it's like nothing crazy, like no big colors or anything like that. But it's literally just like it's a straight line, and then it does like the outline. It does Homer's head, and then it goes into Marge's head, then Bart, then Lisa, then Maggie, and then it just ends after that. And so it's just like an outline of their heads. And so I was thinking about getting it like on the side underneath my armpit, kind of like the rib cage area, but I know that hurts really bad. But Candace said she doesn't care where I get it, just it can't be on my chest. So that's apparently a no-go because she goes, you have hair that grows on your chest, so you can't do it there. And I'm like, I think they can shave that, but whatever.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have a tattoo where hair grows. Yeah.
Which is not true. It's not true at all. You 100% can. I think she just doesn't want me to get it on my chest.
Yeah, you uncovered wife logic.
Yep. I just say okay as long as you're okay with me getting it.
There's another I don't know, I recollect like the video of like when you get married, it's like you're a kid again. And it just goes back into like the whole you wanna go out with the boys, you're like nervous around the kitchen. It's like, yes, is it and go out with the boy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so true. It is 100% true. You have to go back to asking permission for things. It's like, wait, why do I have to ask? What? What? It makes no sense why, but at the same time, it makes perfect sense.
It's like, do we have anything planned together that I should know about this upcoming week? It's your anniversary. What?
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Could have. Oh gosh. And then you're in the doghouse for not realizing.
We had a husband come in, change his check, and I'm like, going straight to the casino, right? And he's like, yeah. And then his wife was like shopping around, but as soon as she heard that, she like came back, and he goes, "Don't believe him. I was just kidding, honey."
I love you so much. Please don't get mad at me.
Like, don't believe it. And she was like, yeah, I heard him. I was like, once I heard the casino, I had to come back over here and see what things were going on. Yeah, like, yeah, he's going straight to the casino with that money. He make it even worse for that guy. Couple was like, you're gonna make the worst just happen. Not because like infidelity issues or whatnot, just because you have a big mouth. I just love to make it scenario. It's like, this keeps my job and retained. Another scene where like infidelity issues, really infidelity issues, but like my big mouth running around stories. There was this lady with another lady, two girls, right? And I'm like, she's getting groceries, and I'm like, for how is it called? It's not mistress, but for guy. What's the word in English? Mistress. Is your mistress? No. Okay, milkman. I'm calling the milkman.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Like, you know how for like a guy, he has a mistress.
Yeah. What would it be?
If the girl is cheating, what's the word known for that? Like,
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna go with the milkman.
Wow. The milkman. Okay.
So I just go like for the groceries, she's buying them, and I'm just like, for the milkman, right? For the milkman. And we're usually like that, showing that relaxed joke around. But she's with another lady she doesn't usually come with. And she just like looks like all me like puzzled and nervous. And she just goes, I'm with my sister-in-law.
Oh no. Way to go. Way to go.
I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. I'm just like really chill with her. Like, is this not for the milkman? Is this for her husband? We're just that relaxed. She's like, yeah, you're lucky this is the cool sis. If it was the other sis, then I would have been in trouble. She would have got my head already.
Oh my gosh. You almost screwed up somebody's night, if not their marriage.
All for the milkman.
All for the milkman.
You joke around like that often. Like, it's for the milkman, right? It's like, oh yeah.
Well, at the same time, how are you supposed to know? Like, you don't keep track of her relatives or on the in-law side. Man, that could have been bad. You would have lost a customer for sure. I can't go back to that store.
Oh, that happens.
Does it though? Does it happen all the time?
You know, people joke around people's milkmans. Or when a guy usually sends money to their wife in the other country, sometimes the guy would joke around and be like, yeah, gotta keep the milkman happy, as like a joke. Because sometimes does that come out true? Like, long distance relationships don't necessarily tend to go well with fidelity with one another. But anyways,
yeah. So back to the previous topic. Why have you decided to potentially start watching The Office?
Mostly because I saw a clip on Instagram saying this podcast user said she's going into the office, and I'm like, she was like kind of nervous and like to say it out loud, but it's like, yeah, I've just never watched The Office. And I'm like, I'm in the same boat. I'm like, And she was like hesitant. I'm like, can I give out spoilers? And so the co-host was like, yes, it's been enough years that like if people get spoiled like spoilers from this, then there's something wrong with them too.
Yeah, it's
And I'm like, that's gonna be
I don't even know when the last episode of that aired, but yeah, there's definitely like a grace period where it's like, hey, year or two after, like, don't say anything about the big things that happen in it. But after that point, if you haven't watched it at that point, you can't expect society to not just talk about it in front of you. Like, it's got to be over 10 years at this point from the end of the
really
show. It's yeah. They had an episode on parkour, and it was like parkour, the internet craze of 2004. And so like that was probably like in the middle-ish of it all, maybe like towards like the beginning quarter of it. But like if that was in 2004, I mean, maybe like 6 years after 2010. I'm actually gonna Google this now when the last episode of The Office aired. But yeah, it's been a while.
I just would always hear so many office jokes, and I just like laugh.
2013 was when the last episode of The Office aired. So it's been 8 years. Like, if you haven't seen it, you can't be mad at people for spoiling it.
But isn't it on a certain network now, and that's not on Netflix anymore?
Yeah, you have to get it on the
Done.
Peacock.
Streaming services.
Mm-hmm. Isn't the
So-
Peacock free, though?
I think the first season is free for The Office, or like 2 seasons or something like that.
Oh, to get you hooked.
Yeah, that's how they got me hooked with Netflix. I wanted to watch a movie, and those commercials, Snapchat. That sounded interesting. So I watched that movie. Then I watched another movie, and it's great.
It just kept going and going.
And then I watched all seasons that were available of Criminal Minds. They're really descriptive. Like Criminal Minds. You could definitely listen to it because they describe everything. It's not like certain movies or TV shows where like there's complete silence and you're supposed to look at all like the visual cues. But like if you're not looking at the movie, you're just like, guys, give me something, give me some details, and you're like, yeah. Criminal Minds, they go over it 2 or 3 times with the evidence. So that was nice. I think I'm missing like a season or 2 because like the 2 newest ones, they don't really show them there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Have they just not been released onto Netflix, or are they just not gonna be on Netflix?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I think one of them is ongoing, so it hasn't been released on Netflix.
Mm.
And then like the second to last one, I don't think they have permission to throw like only one other streaming services has it or something like that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So I guess the fully last one, only one other service has it, and then the most recent one, it's still ongoing, so they don't have it. Another network releases it. Mm-hmm.
But so Candace and I, we finished up. Like we were watching a couple of series, and they both ended. And so we were trying to find just like it was like last weekend, or maybe 2 weekends ago. We're just like we just need to find like a quick little one to watch, maybe something small, just to pass a couple of days. And I randomly just chose this series called Working Moms. And I was just like, you know what? It's been on like the top trending for a while. It's got to be like pretty decent. Started episode 1, we got hooked. There are 202 episodes in this series. Like, it's been going on for a while, and we are hooked. And I'm like, this is not what I wanted when I just chose a random series. But it's a Canadian series too, so it's one that I probably.
Hooked.
How did I?
Yeah. Like, what about it hooked you?
It's just like, so it's crude humor. So I mean, it's all about these moms that have kids, and like they meet in this like, I guess not like birthing class, but like in like a how to raise your kid class, and like bounce ideas off of one another. And so that's how these group of friends all came to be. And so it's just like their growth through parenthood, but like they all have messed up lives, like in different aspects. And like they just cuss at each other all the time. Like it's a good, funny show. But yeah, it's one that I would recommend. But again, you have to go in knowing, hey, these are half an hour episodes and 202. So what? 101 hours. How much is that? 24, 48, 62, 86. So 5 full days?
Yeah.
5, 6 full days? Yeah, so prepare to like lose a lot of your life going through this.
I'm not gonna get hooked. I'm not
No,
gonna click
don't
on
do
it.
it.
Not
Don't
gonna
do it.
click on
You can't watch Working Moms before you watch The Office. So
it.
watch the first 2 seasons of The Office that are free. Decide if you like it or not.
And then if I end up liking it, I'm probably just gonna like subscribe for a month and knock it out. Hopefully, maybe I'll
Yeah.
do like podcast version of it, and then get out of Peacock. I do not want more than one streaming. Actually, I do have 2 streaming platforms, but Amazon comes with it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Apple, I think, gives you 1 a year.
you didn't hear this from me. I'm sure there are some websites you can go to that you can get all of the seasons for free. This is not coming from me. This is coming from my friend Tom, who's talking right now. Oh, Tom, we don't do that here.
That is very true, but if I would want to knock it down in a month, I'd probably have to have like the streaming version of it, so it'd be easier to like play
Next episode. Yeah.
and then just click, X, click. Not that I have any experience with that.
Yeah, no, what? Click the little X in the corner. Uh-oh, an ad popped up. What?
Wrong X. That's a fake X. That's a fake X. Oh, darn it. How many fake X's are there? Oh, it happens.
Well, I wouldn't know because I've never done that before. So your guess is as good as mine.
So my cousin is going
William.
to work. Yeah, well, nephew cousin.
He
William.
pops up on my TikTok For You page every once in a while, and it goes,
Really?
friends with Angel Corrado.
He has to work out with like a soccer coach at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm like, at times I try to go at 5:30 at CrossFit, and I'm like, if I do CrossFit, I usually get around the house like 6:20, 6:30, so it won't be always. But I was like, I'll let you know today if I end up going to CrossFit or not. And today I ended up not going to CrossFit. So now if I decided to work out during like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm gonna have to like do either like a run. So I start like at 5, be done by like 6:15 or 6:10, like take him to school, and then yeah. Or another thing, thinking about doing like insanity workouts.
Ooh, bring them back.
Yeah, because those are easy to do. Or you just click play and suffer through all of it.
Those are some of the weird memories that I loved of college. Like little things like that. Like, why did we do it? Like, I know we talked about this before. Like, why the heck did we do it so early in the day? Like, and then just go on with our days like that didn't happen. And the worst was when like there was a party the night before and like and the floor was all just gross.
Yeah. And luckily, yeah, it was sticky. Like there's some things that you touch the ground.
The Sprite that was spilled, all the soda.
All the soda, all the carbonated drinks, and a fraternity basement. Never public service announcement. Never wear sandals to a fraternity basement.
If you even think about doing that, that's just strange. What?
Those sandals might not come out alive.
Why did you do that?
I'm just imagining somebody wearing sandals and it just like sticks to your sandals and then like.
Oh yeah, no.
That's why you always wear most janked up shoes, but still presentable.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, that might happen. The coach for Insanity's, I would say he looks older than when he first started it, and I'm like, when Insanity is like what, 5-10 years back, like in the prime of like Beachbody.
Yeah.
8 years. When did Insanity come out?
Candace had a friend or an acquaintance that was a coach on Beachbody Workout, and it's basically a big pyramid scheme. Because like you have to, they have to like buy a bunch of stuff, and then it's all up to them to get people in their network to join their private classes and do all this stuff. And basically she lost like over $1,000 by doing it because she's just like, this is stupid. Like, why am I doing this? So she quit. I think you have to pay to be a coach or something in it.
Yeah, Insanity 2009. It's been over 10 years. We'll see.
I feel like I kind of remember when it first came out because it was like the big thing. Like
It was
high intensity, low breaks. And it's just like
and then
flipping the normal routine.
Transformation videos like P90X. Beachbody was like at its peak in 2009, 2010 when those videos came out. P90X, Insanity. Probably, yeah, they tried to make the heck out of those workout routines. And then people tried them, and then they realized why people lost weight in those.
Yeah. I remember I would start like sweating during like the warm ups, and I'm just like, this is tough. Why is this happening?
Yeah, and like, why do these people keep going at the same pace? I'm like, I didn't take a break, but like, do I pause the video or do I not? Because like,
I'm gonna not pause because maybe I'll cut off a couple more seconds on this. Oh god.
I'm still trying, right? I'm trying.
But then you feel bad if you don't pause it. You're like, oh, I'm cheating the system, and it's like I'm not getting my full workout. But then you get to a point when you're on like day 4 where you're like, screw it, I'm not pausing this video.
The hour workout during like an hour and a half with all the pauses in between. You're like, he only gave us 30 seconds, but I took those 30 seconds and put 5 minutes.
I remember a couple of times when because like we didn't do like what the next day was until it was that next morning. I remember a couple of times we woke up, we went down there, and it was a rest day, and we were like, yes. And then we just went right back up to bed.
I don't remember that. Like me and O'Grady, sometimes would box each other. And it's like 3 minute, like now I understand why the boxing match is like 3 minutes long. Those are like intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it right, you're moving constantly, and if you're swinging, like you're exerting even that much more energy on it.
Yeah, I could only last for like 2 minutes with it, but I'm like, oh, and trying to weave and bop. I was trying to escape from him. Because yeah, I really had energy to escape, let alone trying to punch.
When it got to the punching part, I was too tired from escaping that I just didn't even swing.
Swinging back and forth, yeah. I was like dodging back and forth. And he has great cardio. He's a marathon runner. Like he does actually good times at marathons. I'm over here like, I got it. What do you think about boxing? I feel like boxing is it basically is coming back with all the celeb influencers promoting it. So now everybody wants to box. I wonder if it's like actually going to be a thing.
Yeah. What I'm worried about it is I feel like it could very easily start getting taken as like a joke because everybody's like, oh, I'm a boxer now. I'm a boxer. And I feel like it's more so like a status symbol of saying that you're a boxer because that's like, oh, I'm physically fit. And I'm not sure, like, it is bringing attention to the sport, which I think is an awesome thing. But I'm not sure if all of it's like the right attention that they really want to look for because it's not like, I guess, as exclusive. I guess to like say, hey, like, I'm a professional boxer. Like what Logan Paul is or Logan Paul, yeah, the older one, is the professional
Yeah.
boxer, and he hasn't even won a match yet. Like, he hasn't won a fight.
Yeah. They're making bank though.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, especially that guy, but I mean, like with like the TikTok versus YouTuber boxing match, like that
There's
was
drama, there's drama behind that one because basically nobody has gotten paid in that one.
hmm
They're like, oh,
And they're
I
saying that the
think
McBroom guy is like the owner of the social gloves or whatever that is supposed to pay everybody out, and so like he's going to court. Like,
let's just say he was very optimistic on how much sales he was gonna get, and so I don't think he hit those sales quotas, and so he already had those contracts in place. Those influencers either were expecting a lot of money or they just inflated their numbers. But yeah, either way, I don't think that much money came in.
Yeah.
But even though what they expected, but even though what the money that did come in is pretty good compared to like for amateur boxers.
Yeah.
Not even people trying to it's influencers trying to box.
Yeah. No, it was like I'm just throwing out numbers, but it was something like they were expecting 8 million pay-per-view buys and like they only got like 1 million. Like it was something that was wild because I don't think they realized how many people were just going to stream it live from like somebody was going to buy it, then they would just stream it on TikTok or on YouTube or something like that, and then have everybody else just watching it off of their live stream. Like a lot more of that happened, and I don't think they had as much because like when like the UFC people try to do that, but those streams get taken down so quick, and like nothing was happening with these. That's how I watched it. Like I watched it on somebody's live stream, and so.
Dude, it was $58. It's $58.
For what? Like, man, I'd rather go to McDonald's and get 58 McDoubles than pay $58 on that. Like, none of those fights were worth it.
I was like, professional, like what pay-per-views are usually like $50. This is more than that, and none of those guys are professional.
No. It was funny because all the YouTubers won except for one. The TikTokers just got their butts handed to them.
They didn't take that seriously. There was one guy who was like, "We were supposed to like practice, like work out," and like the announcer was like, "You're saying you haven't practiced one bit?" He's like, "No, I'm starting next week."
I remember that. And then he was like, day one of my training. And it's like, the fight is in 2 weeks. Like, you're going to need a little bit more time than that, buddy. But it's like, at that point, he didn't care because he thought he was getting paid. That joke's on him there, but.
I'll take TikTokers. I think most of them did not take it seriously. They're just like, we'll get some publicity out of it, might get money, and then go for there.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. I'll see more are gonna come out, but yeah. Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't get asked to be a part of it.
Oh yeah.
What side would you go on? Would you go on TikTok or would you go on Team YouTube?
I got a bigger following count on TikTok. YouTube, yeah, it's hard to get that much of a following in that. Dude, even the biggest TikTokers don't have those kinds of numbers on YouTube. Then again, people create an account, subscribe, and say they grew out of it to create another account, which I can see why like that subscribe count is also big. But yeah. Anyways. I checked my DMs and one of the newspaper who wrote the article about the video actually asked me for permission. They posted it anyways without me responding. But they did.
They're like, we're not holding out. Like, we're gonna go for it. Did you give them permission then? Did you respond to them?
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I didn't respond to.
You should respond to them and be like, no, I don't give you permission, and just see what they do.
Yeah. I think one of them was for permission. The other one was like to verify that I didn't give anybody else the rights to that video. I think some services try to get you to like, hey, can I use this for X, Y, and Z? And they take you to the link, and then that platform says it's their video. You're giving the rights to them. a TikTok video went viral. It says Barstool tends to do that. It's like, can we use your video? This link.
I heard that.
So the
And then it's
TikTok video went
Barstool's
viral.
video then, and you don't have any rights to it. So if it gets more money, then it's theirs.
Yeah. And it's like the video of the trolley guy handing out throwing the beer to the car. I think he thought he was handing it out, and then like the car that like pulls up throws it right to his face. The person who did that video made a kind of expose video like learning learning the hard way. Like media companies are wanting to pay thousands of dollars for this video to use on their platform, but I gave all my rights to Barstool, so I'm not getting anything.
It's like that would suck so much.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
getting offers
yeah.
after giving the rights away to Barstool.
And then you have to be like, no, sorry, I don't have rights to that video anymore.
So if a video ever goes viral and people ask for your permission,
Give it to him.
I got it in my head. Sorry, goes give it to them.
I don't want money. I'm in it for the views.
For the exposure. Or you could allow them to have it, or allow them to use it.
But
So
don't have any
click
rights.
something that says you give them all the rights to that video, saying it's theirs. It's like they can exclusively just use it and monetize those views.
Yeah.
Cool. Ouch.
Oh.
We might have only a few minutes for the would you rather questions.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Fine.
Okay.
By me.
20 would you rather questions. Would you rather be 3 feet tall or 8 feet tall?
8 feet tall. Easy. 8 feet tall, then you're in the NBA. I mean, then you're a millionaire.
8 feet tall.
3 feet
Honestly.
tall. What? No offense to those people out there that might be listening that are 3 feet tall, but like, I feel like there are more cons than perks to it.
Yeah, yep, you're right about that. I was thinking like, what pros are there for being 3 feet tall?
Wow. Wow. All right, we're canceled. We're canceled.
Yeah, this is coming from like a 5'6", 5'7" guy, below average height.
Yeah. What, shorties?
Like, and then all those girl codes are like, don't talk to me unless you're 6 foot. It's like, if you're 8 feet tall, boom.
I'm yelling at you at that point. What's up?
So yeah, you're probably 8 feet tall. Okay. Ooh. That was too easy. Would you rather have a full-blown mustache for a year or permanently hairy legs for 10 years?
I mean, I feel like I already have permanently hairy legs.
Darn it! I was gonna say that line. Yeah, I like my legs. When you said they're hairy, people like plucking my hairs out of my legs, saying they're hairy. What am I to do about it?
I mean, unless we're talking about like werewolf legs, where it's like very long and like literally like a full head of hair on your legs, then I'd go mustache. But if we're just talking about like what we've got going on right now, I mean, I'm good with that. And if I want to grow a mustache, I'll grow a mustache, but I'm not committed to it for a year.
Just clean it a lot. So I always get like some sort of sauce on like the sides of my lips, so I just can't imagine with a mustache. That'd be like all over the place.
Honestly, when I grew out my facial hair for a while, that was one of the nastiest things. Was every once in a while getting like some food in it. But I mean, we're coming around to winter, which is when I usually try to grow out facial hair again. So we'll see. Stay tuned.
Try to grow. Again.
Well, so I mean, it goes until there's always again, it's like the whole when you're married, you have to ask for permission type of thing. But it's like I get to a point where I just stop shaving, and then it looks like I'm just being a little bit lazy, and then I get to a phase where I'm like, you know what, I kind of like it again, and then Candace likes it for a little bit, and then Candace goes, I've had enough of it, and then I have to shave. So we'll see when that point comes. So I just have to be really nice to her whenever I try to start growing it out again.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yep. You are preaching to the choir over here.
I said to like one of my coaches, and he's like, sometimes they don't even know what they want to be happy.
I do not know what you are talking about.
One of our coaches like remodeling his house, and they're like 50-50 split of like 1 week we're keeping it long term, and then another week we're like we're gonna like rent it out after we're done. And like since they're investing in that property, it's like we gotta make up our mind because like if we're keeping it for like ourselves, we usually like put more high quality stuff in there. If it's for renter, you don't want that much high quality stuff because they're not gonna treat it like their own.
Yeah.
And some people, even if they say they're gonna treat it like their own, makes you question how they treat their own thing.
Yeah. Not very well.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Would you rather clog the toilet on a first date or first day at a new job?
Oh, fun fact. He's going to hate that I'm saying this, but my brother-in-law clogged the toilet the first time he visited our house. Sorry, enter brother-in-law's name here. I don't want to call him out too much, but even though I totally just put him on blast right here, but let's say, I'd say the job at first day at work, because in my office, there's enough people around where it couldn't get traced back to me. Like what I could do is after I realize it's clogged, if I'm not like way too much information, but like if you're not done wiping or something, just go to the stall right next to it, and then nobody's gonna be like, "Hey, were you in this stall?" I'll be like, "No, I'm in this stall." Like,
It makes sense. So you can put the blame on somebody, or it's not necessarily have to be put on you.
yeah, just don't ask, don't tell.
Catch custodian's like, "Hey, there's a clogged toilet there." Like,
And they're probably like, "Great, thanks."
That makes sense. I was like, I don't know why my mind went straight to like first date because like it'd be a funny story to tell. Like that just came out.
Well, hey, remember that one time we were on our first date and I just took a massive deuce and I clogged that toilet?
That is just so funny.
Well, I guess too, in my mind, I was like, okay, well, if it's a date, you're at somebody's house. Not necessarily the case. It could be at a restaurant. You could just clog that toilet and then be done with it.
And then like if the date ends, like it's just like probably not gonna be like go well after that. It's like I don't think that like me clogging the toilet probably played like a pivotal role in that situation.
Maybe like, when I realized this date was going down south when I took a trip to the bathroom. Like that's when nothing was going my way.
Yeah, I usually I usually don't go to like take a deuce in a restaurant. Sure, like save it for like the home. So if that would have happened, and I'm like, I had to go.
Yeah, something was not sitting right. But it just reminded me of those TikToks where it's like the guy who like he lets the girl like in the car, and then as he's walking around to his side of the door, he just lets out a massive fart as he's walking around because you can't fart in front of girls like when you're first dating.
All right, let's do one last one and then make it a question of the day.
All right, perfect.
Okay. There's like one section that's like would you rather questions.
Let's try a hard one. Really make the people think.
Okay. Snap. Would you rather be able to travel everywhere for free or eat everywhere for free?
Oh, ooh, that's a good one. I'm leaning more towards eat.
Everywhere for free?
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like I feel like so I mean travel costs a lot, don't get me wrong. But like if you could eat anywhere for free, like you could eat at the nicest restaurants in your area and not have to worry about the price tag on it. Because there's this place called I believe it's called Alinea in Chicago, and it's like the chef has like 2, 3 Michelin stars. Like it's a very popular place, but it's pricey as heck. But I wouldn't have to worry about that, and all I'd have to do is just worry about getting to the city. And so I feel like I do that.
But pricey, give me like a ballpark range.
Oh, I don't know. Probably like $200 a person. Let me look it up. Alinea.
She's talking about dinner date. Asking me $400 a pop.
Wait, what?
You said $200 a person?
Yeah. Let me just double check though. Alinea price range, Chicago. Oh, $702 for 2 people. So the prices range from $210 to $265, but that was in 2013. The new updated one says $702.
Dinner date.
Oh my god! But you wouldn't have to worry about that if you chose the right answer to this question. Just say it. Just say it. I feel like you and your photography, you're going the other way. You're not eating. You're not doing your food reviews anymore. Well, you are, but you're paying for them. How dare you? How dare you go the other way?
Mom and pop shop that nobody knows, but it's still really good with affordable prices. But now you're talking about like $700 on dinner date.
Oh, if it's free, I'm going for it.
Hotel stay is like $150.
Well, you see, the thing is, I'm talking this big game, but I probably just go to Buffalo Wild Wings all the time and like just have a free chicken wings. You're going with the other one, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going with travel.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
I don't know if I ever get to my point in life where like I can sit comfortably at a $700 dinner date.
Well, after you make like, your travel blog and making the money, then you can just go to Alinea and you can sit on the table next to me. Or we'll both go sit at the same table and I'll say, oh, he's taking care of the check because I don't pay.
If I ever get a $700 like dinner date, I'll definitely vlog that. Like,
yeah,
I mean, have it.
The one time I think I'd ever go to somewhere like that is like if it's like a special anniversary or something like that, like or like a big birthday or something. Like that's just not like a normal Thursday night dinner. Like you have to be celebrating something to justify it in my mind.
I'm guessing probably wine's included in that.
Right? Yeah, so it's like it's a set course meal. So you go in and like you don't have a say in what you eat. I'm pretty sure they have like this is what your appetizer is, and it's like a big like 4 or 5 course meal. And so I'm sure that some sort of wine or beer, or probably wine, I feel like with fancier places is incorporated in that.
You said burping with like beer. I swear.
Sir, please stop. You're ruining the ambiance for everybody else here. And now there's a restaurant where you can go and you can eat in the dark. Why do I want to eat in the dark? I want to see what I'm eating. Like, you could put anything on my plate and you expect me to eat that? Like, no.
New question mark, not goal in life, but like question mark goal in life is like if I ever have dinner for like $700. Oh my goodness.
That's a goal. That's something you try to avoid. That's not a goal.
Yeah, yeah, questionable goal. It was like,
Yeah.
if that ever happens to me, I'm like, what am I doing with my life?
Either I made it or I made a very big mistake.
Or both. I made it. This is questionable. This is very so questionable. Okay, so no, I'm gonna let you do it.
I was gonna see if you were gonna do it again.
No,
I'm gonna let you go for it.
like, no, I can't even start. I almost stop.
But that is the question of the day. Would you rather travel anywhere for the rest of your life for free or eat for free at any restaurant for the rest of your life? So you can let us know in the comment section if you're watching this on YouTube or if you're listening to this on the podcast platforms. You can shoot us over your responses to talkmentuesday@gmail.com. And on both of those areas, you can also let us know if you have any tips or I guess feedback for us, and we can try to implement all of those. Or if you have anything that you want us to talk about, we can definitely try to do that as well for next week's episode. But as always, we appreciate you guys for taking some time out of your days or evenings to listen to us as we talked about tattoos. We talked about, I guess, a bunch of different would you rather questions. And it really just things across the board. And so remember, if you guys want to become boxers, that is always in your wheelhouse to do, because anybody can become a boxer nowadays. But we appreciate you guys as always. But in the meantime, stay safe, social distance, unless you're vaccinated, then go out and party with all the other fully vaxxed people. And we look forward to talking with you guys next week.
Thank you guys.
Peace.